Hello everybody, this is Tina with Tia's Treasures, and today I have for you the March 2026 Simon Says card kit. Okay, let's open that baby up. I got a few extras. I got the XL Easy Strips die. I got the basic brushstroke greetings and the dies for that. And I got the dies for the stamp inside the card kit watercolor bouquet. Now I think it really didn't hold it up too much this month. I still wish it would come a bit earlier, but it didn't seem as obscenely late as it has been, even with adding these. So maybe it was just a glitch the last couple months. So to start, our card kit comes with the Simon Says Positively Perfect Silver Splatter Medium. Let's move this out of the way and open up the paper bag. Let's see what we got there. Got everything? It sure is. Get that out of there. Okay, got things rolling all over the place. Well, we get an orange lollipop. You should see the thing I've got. I've got a lollipop bouquet right here. And I swear some of these are very, very, very old. I should probably get rid of them. I've been just sticking these in. I don't really eat them. So it's like, yeah, I've got this huge bouquet of lollipops here. And then let's see, what else came with this kit? I got it sidetracked. We've got a little mini spritzer. Oh, this thing is tiny. It's tiny, tiny. I've got like a small mini Mr. I'm not sure. Oh, this is Ranger one. And it's like twice the size. Third of the size, I don't know. 2/3 of the size. I guess you're supposed to just twist this off somehow to get it to come. I don't know. Might not use it because, like I said, I've got this one right here. So put this one to the side. We get a Distress mini blending brush. These have these tiny little coarse bristles, more like I don't know what they remind me of, a hairbrush maybe. They're pretty coarse. Good for like stippling, I guess. I guess you could use it for blending though too. I mean, it is a blending brush. I think I've got one other one from another kit I got. I don't know if I've ever used them though. We have a water brush and use that with these cubes. We have a rhubarb, rose, zest, field, marine, and violet in the Positively Saturated inks. Now I've got the full size of these, so I'm not sure if I will use these or not. I've got a bunch of these little ink cubes now. I should do something with them. I don't know what, but you know, I probably should. So this comes with doilies and twine. These doilies are sweet little doilies. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love a good doily on a card. I've got like 2 different doily dies. One is from Tim Holtz and one is from the Stamps of Life. And make your own little doilies. I find the trick for making a good doily is to get a thin piece of cardstock though, to try to at least mimic these. I'm sure if you found the same kind of paper, it's almost like a paper toweling. Not sure if that would cut out good or not. It might be too thin. I don't know. At any rate, I digress. We also get I think this is a Dollhouse Pink, a yellow and a green metallic envelope. These two are metallic. The yellow is not. I don't have the names of these. I just knew this one was Dollhouse. Doll Pink, not Dollhouse. I always want to say Dollhouse. Anyhow, we get some tags. We have 3 of the number 5 and 3 of the number 8, I believe. Yep. 1, 2. Where's my third? Maybe we only get 2 of the number 8. 2 of the number 8? I should look. Now I'm curious. Did I get, not get a tag? 3 number 5 tags. Oh, and 2 number 8. Okay, that's all good. We get an envelope that will fit a mini slimline or our number 8 tag. Mini foam squares. I'm missing one, so somewhere in my bag of stuff I have a mini foam square probably attached. We get 2 of the extra large sentiment cards in the black and the white, which is what that die was that I bought. We get a discount code coupon. Yep, these are barely. They're nice and thick and glossy. I wish I knew what to do with them. I don't have anything to do with them, so I pitch them. We have a nice piece of acetate. They put this in so you could use it as a palette or to ink smush, or you can make a shaker card. Just half a sheet. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. We have, I guess, a couple card bases in white and gray. These are nice thick card bases. Mine's got a crinkle in it. No biggie at all. And then our watercolor brush, our watercolor bouquet. And that has all these nice little florals and greeneries. And one of the reasons I bought the dies is so I can just play with it and cut them out and do whatever, make it a little easier. And I guess we got 2 pieces of the Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. This is a nice heavier watercolor cardstock with a texture and a smooth side. You can use either. And that is it for the March 2026 card kit. Let me think a little bit what I'm going to do with this. I had an idea, but it flew out of my head. Isn't that just like it? Just like me, anyway. I love all these really bright ones. I think I might try to mimic something nice and bright like that. But at any rate, let me go think about it, and I will make some cards. Okie doke. For this first one, I went ahead and I heat embossed on black cardstock. Hooray, birthday wishes. And then I used the rhubarb ink to lightly ink blend on this white tag. We're going to be doing some ink smushing on it as well, and this is where our greeting's going to go. And for the background here, I've got this piece of the Tim Holtz watercolor paper. It's cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We may be trimming that down, and we are going to just do some watercolor stamping all over this panel and wish for the best. I also have a piece of white ribbon I may or may not be using on this tag. Haven't decided yet, but it's here if we decide to use it. I think it would look better than the twine on this card. So let me put it up here. And incidentally, I have a top folding note card. I had this already just kind of off to the side, so I thought I'd use it. So 2 of the cards we make today, we're making 3, will be top folding, and 1 will be side folding because I used the note card that came in the kit, the white one, or we're going to be using it. So let's put this out of the way. And I debated about taking this sweatshirt off. I really don't want to get ink on it, but I really don't feel like changing and putting something on at like 8 at night that it's not pajamas. So I just thought, we'll deal with it and pull up the sleeves. And we are going to be using for this the Rosé, the Zest, the Field, the Marine, and the Violet. Everything but the rhubarb, because the rhubarb is on our tag. So, you know, the ink cubes might have been a little easier to have extra room, But those things, I was going to use them, and I tried opening them, and then I had to get the pick to open it. And I put the pick in there, and it popped open, and I ended up getting ink all over me. And I'm like, no, just use the ones that I can open easily. It's not to say I won't get ink all over me, but at least I won't be doing it by trying to force open an ink pad. Let me get a block. I think this block fits everything. Yes, it does. And I got a little spritzer with water here. So let's get this. And we are just going to use a bunch of these colors. I really like this tag that we've got here by Nina Marie Trapani. And that's where I'm getting my inspiration on this card. If you could see, I even stamped in black cardstock on white because I thought that looked really good. So I'm hoping to do a background like this. And whether or not it turns out that way, we might see. It might turn out more like this, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not as bright as this one. I like the brightness. And I don't know if she used water on this, but we're going to be using a little bit of water, so it might diffuse the color a little bit. Either way, we're going to love what we get, and we're going to go with it. Unless it's really, really, really bad, and I just erase this footage from ever existing. So let's get this going here. We're going to start with these ones that look like roses. And get that inked up. And spritz a little water on it. We probably should have opened this to begin with. You could tell my stamps have not been used. Look at the way the ink is kind of on these. It's not really covering it completely, but I think with the spritzing the water, it shouldn't matter. I'm going to put it off to the side to do a single spritz. Okay, that was a double spritz. I lied, but I didn't get much on there. Let's just kind of do it right in the middle there. Hold that down. And love that. Let's do another one of these. It's much better coverage this time. And a little spritz. And we'll do that one up here. Now we might go back to this color depending on what we have, how much coverage we have with these other colors. Let me get my rag here. Wipe that off. Yeah, I want to speed through as much as I can on some of this, but I think this may be a long video. Don't you love how red stains like right away? Let's put this back on there. I think that went like that. We'll use this one next. What do we want to do with this one? How about some nice cheerful yellow with the daisy? We'll get to that. The zest. Zest. And a spritz. And I spritz that too closely. You know what? I'm going to wipe that off and do it again because we might not get intense color as closely as I spritz this one. One more time. It might have been fine, but it might not have. We might have been sorely disappointed. And now what did I do with my spritzer? My desk is full. Oh, joy. I put it down. Oh, it's like in between two ink pads. I'm like, where is it? It's getting ready just to go to my Tim Holtz sprayer. Okay, just a real light mist on that. And we're going to go over here. And love it. Do it again. Another little spritz. See? Real far away. Up here. And I think we're going to put one more down in the corner. Right over here. And probably could have used one there, but I'm going to have to come back to that. Wipe that off. oh, we've got some big old daisies here. This is more, no, this is more like a chrysanthemum. Let's do that in blue. Chrysanthemums come in any color. Chrysanthemum. Yeah, say that quickly. I'm surprised I could say it at all, to tell you the truth. Oh, this color is not as intense as I would like. Should we use, you know what, maybe we should use violet instead. Yes, save this for the smaller color. Again, let's wipe this off. I want our big ones to all be, our big flowers to all be really intense. And of course the green is for the greenery. Yes. Come on, be a little bit more intense than the blue. Spritz, and that can go there. Oh, that's nice. Get that again. I probably should skip ahead on this, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna skip ahead so you don't have to watch me do all of this, because now that you know how I'm doing it, and I'm gonna fill these in with florals and then greenery till the whole background is just filled. And I will be back. Okay, I finished stamping this. I cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, so it'll fit on our little card base with a little bit of white border around it. Now this tag that I ink blended the rhubarb on, I have got this piece of, this isn't the acetate, it's actually a folder insert, that thing, whatever. I don't even know what you call these, but they're for putting inside a binder, and then you can stick stuff inside. I cut it in half. There's 2 halves of it. At any rate, let me go ahead and put some of this ink down, and we are definitely going to be spritzing it with water. And we're going to take that, and we are just going to probably make a mess. And let's see, where do we want it? Just all over, a little bit there, and there, and there, and yeah. That kind of didn't go the way I planned it. I think I got a little bit too much water on it. I want some little dots. So let me go ahead and get a little bit of this off. Not a big deal because we are not done. I can always put more ink on it. And maybe I should just ink blend this the way God intended on a little mat, the way Tim Holtz does it, and not really worry about what it looks like. I can do that because this is not turning out the way I thought it would. You know, it worked fine when I experimented with it, but now that we're on camera, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. So anyway, let me go ahead and dry this off, and we'll go from there. And my cord is caught up on something, so I cannot bring it all the way down like I would like. My tag's curling up. These aren't actually water tags, waterproof or watercolor. Okay, let's put some ink on this. Oh, this thing's got all sorts of glue all over it. Didn't I take care of that last time I used it? Did not, obviously. Glue. Thing from a glue gun. Wow. Let's dip that in That's what I wanted. Sometimes the old ways are the best. Get all these little dribbles there. Perfect. Get that off. And I really need a new one of these. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one, I guess, per se, except I like them when they're not quite as stained. And this one curls up, and every time I go to buy one, they're sold out. Let's see, can I get this? What is that caught on? I don't know. I'll mess with it later. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and put my ribbon through. Get that folded up so it'll fit all the way through there. And we're going to cut some of this off. Obviously, it's awful long. Awful long tail there. I don't think we're going to need most of that at all. And don't worry about me wasting this ribbon. I just bought it and I got like 50 yards, more than I will ever go through in my lifetime. Like really, 50 yards. Wow. Okay, let's glue this down and we're going to pop this up. So I got this little tiny thing of Positively Perfect craft glue. Now, I love my glue gun. What is it? Not glue gun. What do they call these things? The petunia, whatever they are. But I haven't been getting any glue out of it lately. It's like my glue is way too thick. And so I got to mess with it and find out what's going on with it. Maybe my glue has... the viscosity has changed since I put it in there, and it is now too thick to go through any of the little tops that we've got. Let's glue that down. And there we go. Glue press, I think, is what they might be called. But yeah, it's not being nice to me. Okay, I brought some bigger foam squares out because I'd be using a ton of those tiny ones. I could get a roll of foam tape that might have worked even better than these, but too late now. I'm putting these on. In for a penny, in for a pound. And I probably should have, because I don't think I have a lot of this size foam squares, but it is what it is now. You know, who said I ever think these things through? I just start crafting and then go, huh, maybe I should have done that or done this, or, you know, done it a little differently. And yeah, I think I need another foam square down there. Is it going to fit? Yeah, it's going to fit. What am I worried about that? And one more. Now we get to take all these backings off. Okay, get those done. And let's kind of put this a little bit at an angle there. That could do it up and down, but I kind of like an angle, a little angle anyway. And yeah, that's probably, might still be too much hanging off there. A little bit of our, make it even shorter. Probably should have done a bow, but I don't want to do a bow. I want just a little bit, make it even a little shorter. And this way. That'll work. That will work. And should we put a glue dot to keep it laying down flat? I don't think so. Glue square. I don't know. Okay. Hooray, birthday wishes. We'll get this down. And kind of want it in the middle there because we don't have a whole lot else. You know what we should have put? We should have put like a flower there. Hooray, birthday wishes. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I could probably go back and do that. Or maybe I should put some gems around it. I think it might need something. Let's see. What it needs is not me dropping stuff all over the place. Yeah, just blot that up with my finger. Hooray, birthday wishes. What do you think? Some gems, maybe? More splatter. I thought the splatter would kind of give it the little bit that we need. I mean, because it's very busy back there. So I'm not sure if we need anything at all. I'm going to think about it. And I might not do anything. I don't know. But for now, this is card number 1. Hooray, birthday wishes. Yay. Put that to the side. Now for card number 2, I've got some stuff going on here. I have got this background that I made that I didn't end up using. It's got the eyelet layer frames. I'm going to use that. You could use any scallop die you have, or even a rectangle if you wanted. Doesn't have to be this. And it's just a piece of lighter blue paper that was in my stash. I've also got the doily that came in the kit, and I cut out Hello Friend for our sentiment. And what I want to do with this is I want to go ahead and I want to stamp some florals on the piece of watercolor paper. Where did I put that? Here we go. I stamp that, and I am going to go ahead and cut that out with the dies. So let me do this. Let's get the Misty here. And get these stamped, and let's see, which florals do we want? I'm thinking I'm going to use 3 of the same, and so yeah, it's going to be like an easy little bouquet. And I think we're going to do them all in the same color of yellow. And then we've got a greenery. So I'm going to do one that's coming this way, and one that is going the opposite way, and then one that's just in the middle. We'll take probably... maybe this will be our middle one, and 2 of these. So let's go for that. Let's get this over so we have enough room when we stamp more of them. And we'll do yellow and green. And these I am not going to be, I hope that's in frame. I'm not going to be misting these with water. Our next one will go back to some water. I don't know why I'm stamping these on watercolor paper if I'm not going to mist them with water. I need another sheet of paper. Why waste our good Tim Holtz stuff? Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Try that again. Yeah. And more time. Get these. The yellow floral looks fine. Okay, and now I will wipe these all off. And you are going to go back here. I'm going to cut you or stamp you again. And with you, put you there. And you can go back on the stamp pad as soon as we find it. It's over here, off to my side. Let's get these inked again. Okay, we're done with our greenery. And you go right there. Good thing we were doing yellow because I didn't wipe it off, did I? Nope. Okay. And the trick with these florals is we're going to face them different ways so they don't look like the exact same flower. Put that back on my thing. And I didn't have my sheet open before I started putting these the leaves on it, so I put the leaves on my closed stamp. Have you ever done that? It's like, oh wait, I need to open it, put it rightly where they belong instead of on the back side. I like this little splatter shot that came with the stamp set. I don't know if I'm going to use it though, but I like it. I don't know that I'm going to use the splatter, the Positively Silver splatter that came in our kit either. At this point, sometimes I just kind of winging it. Okay, I'm going to die cut these and I will be right back. Okay, I've got these all die cut out, and now let's go ahead and attach them to the stem. We're just going to put a little piece of little spot of glue on the end of these. Come on, there we go. There's one, and let's see, right there. And for you, we could put you right there. I wonder if I should like put little dots, some little jewels or something in the center of these. And I knew I could. I just don't have any little jewels really sitting on my desk. And which way do we want this one to go? I want it different, so right there will work. Okay, and let's go ahead and I'm going to glue this down. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. It helps me a whole lot. Hi there, but you were waiting for that, me writing in glue. Anyhow, I would love it if you could hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you. If you are a subscriber, hey, thank you. Welcome back. So let me get this there. Nice and smooth on that. I was thinking of popping it up. I was thinking of popping these up too, but I'm not sure. Kind of like, little something. Where's my pokey tool? I'm sure it has an official name, but to me it'll always just be the pokey tool. I poke that little thing out. I wonder, do I want to use a little bit of double-sided tape on the back in the middle here? Because I think glue might just seep right on through. I have a little double-sided tape. I'm not worried about the ends, you know, the edges here. Just want to make sure we get this down. The edges aren't going to go anywhere. And we don't have to worry about, maybe one little more piece. Keep that secure right here. Okay, burnish that down pretty good. Is it good? Yeah, I'm in a weird mood tonight. Okay, yeah, I just got back. When did I just get back? Oh gosh, it's been over a week now. It seems like I just got back. But I went to Arizona for Cub Spring training. You might have heard me mention it before. I have a sister who lives in Arizona, and she's right there by Mesa, so it makes it affordable, well, relatively affordable. Everything is so expensive, but it makes it relatively more affordable to go down there and watch the Cubs. Of course, the last time we were there for spring training was like 2011. That's not to say I don't visit my sister more than that. It's just we haven't made it for spring training for quite a while. And being as we are diehard Cubs fans, we think we'd get out there a little bit more. Okay, that can go there. Just press that down. Yeah, so we didn't have to worry about anything seeping with the double-sided tape. And for our florals, we're gonna kind of go, we want that there and there and one in the middle. One in the middle. Let's see, we might have to cut the little stem off a little bit, or because this is going to the side, which was what I was originally thinking, with these two kind of going like that, and this baby maybe going down more, and and we'll pop this one up for some dimension. And we will cut this one off right down there. Where's my little tiny scissors? Cut it off right about there. And then kind of round this a little bit. Make it not quite so scary. And then you can get tucked maybe, so you're not looking at it, but it's still going down. Nah, tucked's not gonna matter, will it? I don't know. Let's glue these puppies down. Once they're glued down, we'll be able to decide a little bit more what we want to do. You know, it would look good, a bow, and I happen to have the bows from Simon Says Stamps. They've got 2 sets of bows, the die sets, 2 sets of die sets with little bows, and I think I'm going to cut one of those out, and we're going to use that on our florals. Trying to get these to where they're kind of going together because I want them. Yeah, I was going to pop them up, but hopefully we're going to have some sort of bow to cover that. I will be right back with the bow and we will determine it. You know what though, before I go, we can always put that at the bottom right there to cover that. And I was going to pop this up anyway, so will a bow, put a bow up there, a yellow bow maybe. let me cut out a bow anyway and be right back, and we'll decide what we're going to do. Okay, I've got this bow cut out using the Pretty Bows from Simon Says. I think this was the first set. They've got 2 sets of these. And I'm thinking maybe like there. And then we could put this here. Yeah, how do you think? I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and pop this little guy up. And let's see. Probably should cut these in half for the leaves. And it probably would be a lot easier if I just did this right here. And one for you. Which I got the release paper off that. That's fine. Be that way. I don't care. Oh, wait. Actually, I've got both stupid pieces of foam tape on this one leaf. It's being not playing well. Okay. You don't play well with others, do you? Foam tape. Getting ink all over it, but that's okay because nobody's going to see this anyway. And I'm not worried about down there because nobody's going to see that. And get these pieces off. And I probably should put one more piece there. And okay, I'm going to get that down right there. And we're going to pop this baby up too. 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, and we got room right there. Yeah, for that. Okay, take the release off of these. And should we pop up our bow or leave it flat? Popped up probably is going to be what we need to do by now, but it might be a pain in the absolute rump to put on any sort of foam tape on the back of this. Let's see. I mean, these little bitty pieces there, we could pop up. Well, let's see what we can do, because I think it really needs to be popped up at this point, or it's going to just look out of place. This, I'm throwing it all over. And put one up here and one there. And let's see, is that going to support? Well, kind of need something really, really fine on these little lines here. There ain't nothing we're going to do here unless you're a magician. I mean, for the bow, really, I probably should have cut out multiple bows and stack them, but I think that would have taken a long time to get done. You know, once I'm in the middle of getting this card done, and that wasn't on my agenda. Let's see. Is that going to peak? That should be okay. And the other little half of my, well, 1/3, I should say. I cut this foam tape in thirds, not in halves. Stuck to my thumbnail. Come on, which side doesn't have the backing? This is being really a pain. Let's take the backing off of this side so we can stick it. If I get the backing off, it doesn't want to cooperate there. I get the backing off and try to get it stuck down there. Maybe I should have put it on my pokey tool. I'm going to have to get it out of your line of sight for a moment here. Sorry. I'll try to figure out. I think I might have to put glue on that because I think I got the stick off of it. Not one thing, it's another. Okay. Let's get some double-sided, no, let me get my reverse tweezers in here to try to put this down so I don't have to get my little grubby hands on it. And I'll put this up for a second so I can see a little better. And right there. And you know what? My hello friend is crooked. Of course it is. If I don't have something crooked, I'm telling you what. And I'm going to probably tear that. And it's not going to matter because you're not going to see it. Ugh. Okay, I just made that crooked in the other direction. Oh no. You can see where I tore the doily at. Okay, we're going to fix that though, because it's just folded. Leave it to me, right? I folded it down, which made it right like that. So we have to move it up even more. Screwed that up, didn't I, boys and girls? Well, let's take the whole thing off and play with it now that we've ruined our doily. And we have to go up and we have to cut these off here because we are going to be covering that. Yep. Half of my doily has disintegrated, and I could pull the whole thing off because we're double-sided tape. What we're going to do is just do that. See? You're not going to be able to tell. We'll take that little piece off there. And once we put it up here, we're going to be fine. Let's just put glue on all our little pieces. And should have known that was going to happen with a very thin doily like that. Some glue on there and there. Well, there's usually a way to fix mistakes. Not always. Sometimes you got to start over, but sometimes you can get away with it. Let's see. Hello, friend. Which way there? Okay. Hello, friend. Kind of a little empty down there, but we're not going to sweat it because we just saved a card that otherwise we would have had to pitch with a big old bald spot inside our doily. And yeah, and I think I might have to put some more foam behind here. But other than that, that's going to be it for card number 2. Let's stop while we're ahead. Okay, for our third and final card here. I believe third and final. We have got nothing prepared. What I want to do with this card, I did cut out Love You a bunch, is we are going to stamp a bunch of florals. We'll put them on watercolor cardstock, and we're going to it's going to be the same flower, and I think just like the other one was all of this flower, I think for this card it's all going to be the chrysanthemum. We're going to pop them up all over the back of the card, and then just Love You a bunch in the center. So it's going to be an easy card, but it's going to take just a little bit of time to stamp and die cut all the different colors off. I wonder if I should Instead of using this, I think we will use a half sheet so I can get them farther enough apart and have plenty of them to stamp. So I am going to use our stamping block again, and I'm just going to stamp these and mist them a little bit the same way I did on the first card, and I will be right back. Okie dokie, I have all of these cut out, watercolored and cut out, and the type of night I'm having, I lost one of them. I had them all cut out and I was rearranged, and I'm like, wait, where's the second blue one? I cut it out, looking all over, and my craft room is not as dirty as it is sometimes. Just missing. I looked on the stamp package, everywhere I could look, and it'll probably show up somewhere weird tomorrow. So anyway, what we're going to do with these, we're going to pop these up. We're just going to kind of put them all over the front of this card base, and they're going to be random, so well, as random as you can be with the amount of colors we have. Let's see, put that there, we'll get that one over there, and maybe this one here. Wait, then we got two of those next to each other. And see, did I even really need it? I think I did. I think I needed this last one. Of course, it's not going to go right there, but let's pop these up and figure it out. Do the best we can. I wonder if we should get a smaller piece of cardstock that we could put them on. That'll leave a little bit of a border. What do you think? Another piece of, not watercolor, because we're not going to waste that. We've got this there, which is a nice little background, but they're going to be mostly covering it, so it's not going to matter. But, what color? Let's do a nice, maybe, let's see, grab that a purple one. That'll kind of work with all our pastels. Color this purple, and and I think maybe we should cut it out with this again, just because the biggest one in here, and get them out again. Whoever put them on the magnetic sheet also put double-sided tape on. One of these days I need to, well, I guess I could do it now. See, they're stuck on here. Just, oh, it's not even double-sided. It is double-sided, but they only did one side. Put those there. Okay. I mutter to myself, right? Let's go ahead and let me cut that out. I don't know if it's going to show, but it's not going to hurt. Here we go. Yep. Put that away. Let's see, do we have very many of these that we need the pokey tool for? Hopefully not. More than I would like to think. Okay. Might have to just skip ahead a bit. Okay, we got little purple dots everywhere. So let's start gluing these on the back of here with some of these. It's going to take a long time with these, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna put foam tape on the back of them and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got all our pieces here with foam tape on the back of all of them, and the release paper off of them as well. So let's see what we can do here. And at least this will be random. Let's see, and it pulled it off because of course it did. Oh, come on. And maybe a little down. We kind of want them scattered a little bit. And let's get a piece. Oh, look at that, same purple. I want it a little bit more, so I'd go like that. And we're not going to put purple right next to that, or yeah, we can go in a little bit more like that. And that's another one of these. Shoe, yellow and purple. Let's do a blue one. Blue and a little purple there. How about like that? And yellow here. What do we got? How many more do we have? Because we want to make sure we get everything down. Am I going to have to stamp another flower? No, that's going to have to go there. And you're going to have to go down there so they don't have them right next to each other. And maybe put these in a bit. Let's see. Let's see how this is going to look first. Love you a bunch. It's this top row here that doesn't seem quite as... and I pushed that, of course I pushed that one down. I'm gonna love you a bunch, and it's gonna go there. It seemed like one more flower might have been what we needed here. Need one more flower. Do you need one more flower? You're gonna have to do one more after all of this. Even two more. Let me see, we'll put you. The reason I'm able to pull those up is they were just lightly sitting there, believe it or not. There's a piece of lint. Come on, get the lint off. And we want, if we put this one, come on. Oh, is that one down now? That one decided it was going to go all the way down. That one there. Two more might be the way to go on this. Because I kind of put that down there and cut it off the edge. Cut off the edge. Put that in, well, count my chickens before they're hatched. Put you and you. Well, you're still, you decided to stick down. And we'll loosen tape like that. This one was not pushed all the way down, hence again why I was able to peel it off. Unlike our poor doily disaster. I don't know where you came from. Don't know where you came from. Piece of tape there. Put that off to the side. So we're gonna need that like there. The yellow would have been better there though. Any of them would have been better there. and the two next to each other. Well, it's still going to put two next to each other, unless I stamp another one. Yep, no doubt about it. I've got to stamp one more, don't I? What color would look best? Purple, I think, because we have a yellow there and the pink and the blue. Yeah, we're going to have to do a purple one. Another purple one. Do you believe it? And I'm kind of out of your, I'm probably out of your range this whole time. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to, let's leave this up though so we can figure out a better placement. Might as well stick these down because we need to do another one. And I am never, ever going to get to bed tonight, it seems. So, it's 10:30, which isn't bad, except I tend to stay up in the bed reading for a while, and if I don't get my hour or 2 hours in, I just, I don't turn off the light. I have to get my 2 hours in. I'm crazy that way. Watercolor paper. Okay, this is actually Canton and not the Brutus Monroe, the Tim Holtz, because I thought that I only needed one floral after I lost the other one. Hey, wouldn't that be a great time to find the floral I lost? I mean, it would be like serendipitous, and I would be so happy. And it's not going to happen, but I thought maybe I'd pick up a few things and find the one I lost, and we could all celebrate and go home early. But no, it's still missing, and it probably is, I'll find it when I'm looking for something else. Oh, well, I moved a few things. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to stamp this. No getting around it. And mist. And stamp. And there we go. And the violet. And now that go there, and this can go there. Come on. And now we've got some showing there, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. But what I do want to do is cut these off the edges, which might be a little bit tricky being as it's scalloped, but let's see what we can do. Didn't think that through, did I? No, you did not. And here, we're just making them flush with the scallops, which I think is going to be okay. And if it's not, we put too much effort into this card to begin with. So we're just going to be like, nope, that's it. It's good enough, good enough. And yeah, it's a little sad looking maybe right there, but I think we'll be okay. And we're going to glue this down flat because everything else is popped up. And I've got these little jewels here that I found that I'm going to put in the center. And now I got to dig out one more of these color for the other purple. Or do I? Because we're going to have, yeah, well, if we put it right there, yeah, we might be okay. I'll give you a bunch. Well, let's glue it down, and then we'll put our jewels in. And come on, glue. I swear to God, if one more thing goes wrong tonight. There we go. Get that. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Love you a bunch. there. That's going to be glued down there. Let's get our card base and get our glue on the back of here. So yeah, scalloped, this little scallop paper probably wasn't the best idea after I decided I wanted to cut these florals down straight. A little just square piece of 4 by 5 1/4 would have worked just as well, but I still think it looks good. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to put little jewels in the centers of these, the ones that are exposed. Okay, we have got yellow. Where's my jewel picker upper? Hopefully they won't fall on me. We got a yellow one and another yellow. I've used, now that was the red one. See the kind of night I'm having? Pick it up, put it over here. Yep, great night, Tina. That one got a red one because the pink ones, do I need more glue? No, that went down. And we got pink for the pink. Come on, pink for the pink. But yeah, these are Simon's Positively Sparkly Gems. Blue there. And these aren't exactly purple, but well, they're a different shade of purple. They're what I've got. Okay, and should we put one here? Nah. We'd have to like try to stick that under, and I think we're going to quit while we're ahead. And anyway, this is card number 3. So if you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for putting up with these crazy cards. Let's go ahead and I will show you all of them now. Let's get the mess out of the way. Okay, so for card number 1, we've got Hooray Birthday Wishes. Ah, that's pretty. I like that. And then for card number 2, we have our Hello Friend card. And for card number 3, Love You a Bunch. So that's it for now, everybody. I will see you shortly. And bye-bye for now.